welcome your host, Henry Kelly.
Thank you very much indeed. Welcome to you. Welcome to our studio audience here at the BBC in London, and to you, wherever in Europe you're watching our European television quiz programme. Because, as you know, the search is on again for the person, man or woman, who'll hold that title of European television quiz programme champion. And of course, you know that last time round we had a really good prize to go with it, which was a trip to the Olympic Games. Well, this time we had to search for a new prize. There's no Olympic Games for 4 years, but look at this. This is what will happen to you. You go there, no, not just to the map of Australia, to the country itself, for some fun in the sun, the sea and the sand. And of course, because it's going for gold, well, you'll also visit the historic gold mines of Australia. It's a really, really great prize for the Series 2 winner of Going for Gold. Well, of course, it's day 2 of this, our 5th week of Series 2. And if you were watching us yesterday, well, you'll know that already through to our heat final later on in this week was the Belgian representative. There she is, Magda Vergouve. And that's a sort of a stab at her name, really. But she's forgiven me because she's in that final later on this week anyway. So it means we have 6 contestants from 6 different countries. Here they come. Please give them a warm, encouraging round of applause as they're starting to go for gold. Very good. Right, well, as you know, contestants, at the start of every Going for Gold, we play our elimination round. 4 of you will go through to our first round proper today. The first 4 to give me a correct answer will so do. Good luck to you. Hands on the buzzers. What is my name? Roman builders of me did not show the engineering genius that was employed in other projects. I am a barrier built... Norway.
Aqueduct.
Aqueduct is not the correct answer. You're out of the rest of the question. I'll continue. A barrier built across a river to... Scotland.
No, sir.
Incorrect, therefore. Northern Ireland, now that it's incorrect, you must buzz again, please. Northern Ireland.
Viaduct.
Viaduct is incorrect too. Right, the rest of the question for the rest of the contestants. I'll continue. To confine the flow of water for human consumption, irrigation, flood control, or electric power generation. One of the most famous of me is the Switzerland.
Channel.
Incorrect. It means that I've got one more sentence to read. Is the Aswan, beginning with D. Denmark.
It's a dam.
A dam is the correct answer. Well done. Well, it was a simple answer in the end, but I got all the complicated possibilities. But there you go. It was the simple dam. Hands on the buzzers again, please. What is my name? I am a highly valued gemstone characterized by translucence. Norway.
Diamond.
Incorrect. By translucence and luster and by a delicate play of surface color. The more... Scotland.
Opal.
Incorrect. The more perfect my shape, the deeper my luster, the greater my value. I am formed by a mollusk in salt water and Northern Ireland.
Pearl.
A pearl is the correct answer. Yes, well played. Yesterday's defeated finalist David Kinnear from Belfast, Northern Ireland, through again to our first round proper day. Hands on the buzzers again, 2 more to go. What is my name? I am an island state of the West Indies, the first communist republic in the Western Hemisphere. Switzerland.
Cuba.
Cuba is the correct answer, Switzerland, in that next round. One more chance for today. Ladies and gentlemen, what is my name? I am the time required for a celestial body to turn once on its axis. The mean version of me... England.
Moon.
Pardon?
The moon.
The moon, incorrect. The mean version of me is actually 24 hours and almost... Norway.
I don't know the name in English, sorry.
I'm sorry, that's an incorrect answer,
Yeah.
so we've run out of your time there. It means that, Bob, from Scotland, you have the rest of the question to yourself. Although I am popularly thought of as 24 hours, there are 7 of me in a week, 30 of me in September, beginning with D.
D.
A day. Good man, Bob. And Pauline says, oh, no. Well, we've got our 4 contestants. It just so happens today that they're 4 gentlemen, but of course a lady has already won and is through to the heat final this week. Today we have to say goodbye to our 2 ladies, but of course you have another chance tomorrow on Going for Gold. Meanwhile, bye-bye and thanks for being with us. Yes, well, there was a round in which people were looking for very complicated answers and the answers were quite simple. Anyway, we've got those 4 contestants for the Beat the Buzzer round. Let me go across and join them to start to play it. As I do so, let me tell you where they are from today. Well, today they are from Scotland, from Switzerland, from Northern Ireland and from Denmark. Please encourage them as they start to play the game. Well, yesterday we met Bob, we met David, and we met Mikael, but we have a newcomer today to the Beat the Buzz Around. We welcome from Switzerland, Ernie Grab. Ernie, welcome to the programme. Whereabouts in Switzerland?
Near Zurich.
Near Zurich. And what do you do for a living, Bob?
I'm a newspaper compositor.
A compositor?
Yeah.
You still, using the new technology?
That's correct, yeah. Used to work on a linotype machine and now on computers.
Don't take me back, Ernie. There'll be tears coming down my eyes about the days of hot metal. Anyway, Ernie, Bob, David, Mikael, you're very welcome to the programme today. You know that at this particular round we are playing questions in categories. They're worth 1, 2 or 3 points each. Depending on how you select, you need 6 points to go through to the next round. The first 3 of you so to do will do that. Good luck to all of you. We'll begin with an easy general knowledge question for 1 point. The Transvaal and the Orange Free State are Switzerland, Ernie.
South Africa.
South Africa, regions of South Africa, 1 point. Ernie, the category is film. Select.
2, please.
2 point question on film. What month of the year appears in the title of Woody Allen's 1988 film? Denmark, Mikael.
September.
September is correct. 2 points. The category is Buddhism. Select.
1 point.
A 1 point question on Buddhism. Beginning with I, from which Asian country does the religion of Buddhism originate? Scotland.
India.
Correct. The category is Science. Select.
2, please.
2 point question on science. At room temperature, is the element lithium found as a gas, a liquid or a solid? Scotland, Bob.
Gas.
Incorrect. Denmark.
Liquid.
Incorrect. We can't go any further. Oh, dearie me. It's a solid. It's a solid. It had to be one of the 2 that were remaining and we picked the wrong one. Back to a general knowledge question for 1 point. Leo Leo is the Latin name for which member of the cat family? Switzerland.
Lion.
Lion is correct. The category is books, Ernie. Select.
2, please.
2 point question on books. What nationality was the short story writer and novelist John Cheever? Scotland.
American.
Correct. Bob, that takes you to 3 and the category is sport. Select.
3, please.
A 3 point question. In what sport is the Stanley Cup contested for Scotland, Bob? Out of time. Switzerland, Ernie.
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey is the correct answer. Switzerland, you've got up to 5. The category is philosophers. Select.
1, please.
That's all you need if you get it right. What was the nationality of the 20th century philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre? Denmark.
France.
French is correct. Mikael, the category is the USA, the United States of America, and Mikael, you're on 3.
Oh, I'll take 3 points.
You take 3 points. Which state became part of the USA through the... Scotland.
Alaska.
Incorrect. Hang on, incorrect. Denmark.
Hawaii.
No, I mean, it's worth a guess, but there are 50 of them, and I was going to go on to say through the leadership of Sam Houston, and that was Texas, hence Houston in Texas. Well, we go back to a general knowledge question for 1 point, which would be very, very good indeed for Ernie, because if he got it, he'd be in the next round. In which famous Bond movie does the villain have a sidekick called Oddjob? Scotland.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger is correct, 1 point. The category is creatures, Bob. Select.
2, please.
2 point question. Good enough for you. The Bull Mastiff is a breed of what? Switzerland.
Dog.
Dog is correct. You're in the next round. Well played. Right, gives us a chance to recap on the scores if we look at them. Bob from Scotland, you're on 4. David Kinnear, not having a good day just at the moment, hasn't scored yet. Mikael from Denmark, you're on 3. General knowledge question for 1 point. Beginning with L, Vaduz is the capital of which Central European Principality? Denmark.
Laos.
Incorrect. Incorrect. Scotland.
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein is the correct answer. David. David is so eager, he's forgetting about the buzzer playing a part in the Beat the Buzz Around, hence its name. The category is jazz. Bob, select.
1.
Just the 1. Good enough for you. Which instrument, often used in jazz, was invented by Adolphe Sax? Denmark.
The saxophone.
The saxophone or the saxophone? That's correct. Takes you to 4, and the category is leaders. Select.
2 points.
2 point question on leaders. Of which country was Robert Muldoon Prime Minister? Scotland.
Canada.
Incorrect. Incorrect. Northern Ireland.
Australia.
Incorrect. New Zealand was the answer I was looking for. He was Prime Minister there until 1984. So we go back to a general knowledge question for 1 point. Which American author wrote East of Eden? Denmark.
John Steinbeck.
Correct, 1 point. Takes you to 5. And the category is capitals. Select.
2 points.
2 point question on capitals. In which European capital would you find the Spanish riding school? Northern Ireland.
Madrid.
Incorrect. Scotland.
Vienna.
Vienna is the correct answer. Well played. The very famous Spanish riding school, which of course is in Vienna with those wonderful white horses. If we look at the score, David, you still haven't started, but those things can happen on Going for Gold. Mikael, a general knowledge question for 1 point for both of you. An answer from you, Mikael, correctly, you're in the next round. Excluding the jokers, how many playing cards are there in a modern Denmark?
52.
52 is the correct answer. You're in that next round. Well, David, that's how it goes, isn't it? That's how it goes. I don't know about bowls, in which I know you're an expert. Going for Gold, you can be a finalist one day and not even get off the mark the next day. David, of course, there's plenty of time left this week, and we'll see you again. Thanks for being with us today. Let's have a relax while we go over and start to play the 4 in a row round. I told you earlier on, the prize is Australia. There's a look at it.
We'll fly the eventual series champion out to Go for Gold in Australia. This fabulous chance to go down under includes a visit to Sovereign Hill, a working museum of a township from the gold rush days of the 1850s. During your 2-week stay, you'll be able to sample the exciting variety of Queensland's Gold Coast. And the trip includes all flights and accommodation for you and a guest. A magnificent opportunity for the Series 2 champion of Going for Gold.
Doesn't it look great, that? Another trip of a lifetime for somebody who will be the eventual winner of Going for Gold, as well as, of course, as being crowned, by us at least, as European Television Quiz Champion. Well, we're at 4 in a row round, which is each individual contestant against the clock for 40 seconds. Ernie, you had the skill to be first into the round. The first choice is going to be yours. There are the categories. The 1950s, I'm delighted to see with no apostrophe, art, nature and languages. Ernie, will you pick a category, please?
I'll try languages.
You'll try languages. Fair enough. Ernie, will you come and join me here, please, for your solo round? Are you, by way of being a linguist, Ernie?
Well, not exactly. I like languages, but I wouldn't call myself a linguist, no.
Your English is a heck of a lot better than my Swiss. Let me be honest with you, Ernie. If you're ready, if you're ready to play Going for Gold, we'll put 40 seconds on the clock for you. There they go now. 40 seconds to answer correctly, 4 in a row on languages. And Ernie, your time starts now. La dolce vita, meaning the sweet life, is a phrase from which European language?
Italy.
Correct. The Bantu languages are native to which continent?
Africa.
Correct. Fortran and Cabal are types of what language?
They computer languages.
Correct. In 1887, L.L. Zamenhof constructed which artificial language?
Esperanto.
He certainly did. 4 correct answers, 4 in a row. Well played. Thank you, Ernie. Well played, Ernie. 4 in a row. If everybody's that quick, we shall have to recite a poem or something. Bob, you were in the round second. You're left with the choice of either the 1950s, art, or nature.
1950s.
The 1950s. Bob, will you come and join me here, please? The 1950s can't be memory for you. It must be historical research. Bob from Fruki in Scotland, you know how to play 4 in a row?
I do.
OK, we'll put 40 seconds on the clock for you, and there they go now. You've picked the 1940s. Good luck to you, Bob. Your time starts now. With which rock and roll singer had hits with Hound Dog and All Shook Up?
Elvis Presley.
Correct. Malenkov was Soviet Prime Minister in the 1950s after the death of which great leader?
Stalin.
Correct. The first man to run a mile in less than 4 minutes in 1954 was Roger who?
Bannister.
Correct. Of which state was Solomon Bandaranaike Prime Minister until September 1959?
Pass.
Ceylon. The recent film La Bamba celebrates the short career of singer Richie who?
Valens.
Correct. The 1954-55 uprisings in Algeria were an attempt to gain independence from which European country?
Spain.
No, France. Incorrect. In which year of the 50s was Luna, the first rocket to pass near the moon, launched? Oh, well, you were out of time, but you want to have a go at it just for your
54.
own sake. No, it was 59. Hard luck, Bob. You didn't score 4 in a row today, but you actually did get up to 3. It could still be good news for you. Thank you very much. Right. Mikael, you are left with either art or nature.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I take a shot on art.
You take a shot on art.
Yes.
OK. You've taken a shot on art. Michael, will you come and join me here, please? Yeah. 3 in a row, you're in a tiebreaker with Bob to see who meets Ernie in the final. He's got the 4. If you get the 4, no tiebreaker, you're there with him. Michael, good luck to you. You said you're taking a shot on art. We'll put 40 seconds on the clock for you. There they go now. And on art, your time starts now. Sunflowers and irises, which both broke auction records in 1987, were painted by Vincent who?
Van Gogh.
Correct. Beginning with F, what is the art of painting on moist lime plaster?
Pass.
Pardon?
Pass.
Fresco. The artist Francisco de Goya was born in which country?
Holland.
No, Spain. Whose painting called Impression Sunrise earned the Impressionists their originally derisive name?
Monet.
Correct. Beginning with P, what's the name of the Madrid's main art museum? I have to hurry you.
Pass.
The Prado. Giovanni Antonio Canal, famous for his views of London and Venice, is better known by what name?
Pass.
I'm sorry, hard luck. You took a shot and it didn't work today, Michael. It was Canaletto I was looking for. Michael, if you go back and we look at the scoreboard, I'll have to tell you that with just one in a row, if you can have such a thing, we have to say goodbye to you for today. But you're getting closer. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? We'll see you on Going for Gold then. And then we'll, yes, a good round of applause. I think he does deserve it. Hard luck. It means I'm going to ask Ernie from Zurich in Switzerland and Bob from Fruki in Scotland to come and join me for today's final on Going for Gold. Why don't you come and watch it with us? Yes, and it's a battle of the S's between Scotland and Switzerland, between Bob Duff from Scotland and Ernie Grab from Switzerland. I had an appalling thought there. I thought to myself, will Duff grab it or will Grab Duff it? But I thought I won't bother saying it. I'll just get straight on with the game and say that Ernie, you got into this round first, which means that the first choice is going to be for Ernie from Switzerland. And the first category, let me tell you, as I look at the card, is metals. And there's an extra clue on the screen for you watching at home. Ernie, on metals, will you play or pass?
I'll pass.
You'll pass metals over to Bob from Scotland. Bob, you know the rules of the final and Going for Gold. You need 9 points to win the game. You've been passed control of the game. It's in the Big Four zone. The subject is metals, and time starts now. My origin is not fully known, but it is believed I was carried up from great depths with other minerals, at least in partial solid solution. A good conductor of heat and electricity. Ernie.
Mercury.
Incorrect, which means that, Bob, you have control of the game again. Please wait for it, and time continues now. I am a dense, precious, bright yellow metal with the chemical symbol AU. My discovery in California in 1840... Bob.
Gold.
Gold is the correct answer. Answered in the 2 zone, which means that immediately Ernie is playing catch-up. The subject this time is fictional heroes. There's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. On fictional heroes, Ernie, play or pass?
I'll play.
You'll play on fictional heroes. You have control in the 4 zone, and time starts now. I am a cartoon character created in 1939 by Bob Kane, successfully becoming the central lead in a TV series and later in a film, both named after me. Known as a personable millionaire in my ordinary life, I am better known... Bob?
Batman.
Batman is the correct answer. Well done. Well done. Answered in the 3 zone takes you to 5. It means you're playing catch-up, Ernie. The category is the Bible. The clue is on the screen for you watching. On the Bible, Ernie, play or pass?
Pass.
Pass the Bible, says Ernie with a shake of the head. To Bob from Scotland. You've control of the game in the 4 zone. The subject is the Bible. The time starts now. Nearly all that is known about me comes from the Bible. The crowning achievement of my building program was the famous temple in Jerusalem, and I am regarded as one of the greatest kings of Israel. My father was David, whom I succeeded, and my mother was Bathsheba. Legendary for my wisdom... Bob.
John.
Incorrect. It means, Ernie, you have control of the game, and time continues now. Legendary for my wisdom, the book of Proverbs contains...
Solomon.
Solomon is the correct answer. Answered in the 2 zone. You're still playing catch-up, Ernie. The subject is television. The clue is on the screen for people watching at home. Will you play or pass?
Play.
You're going to play on television. You've 2 to go. You're on 2. You've got to get up to 9. You're facing 5. Television, the subject. The time starts now. I am a type of dramatic serial first broadcast on radio. I take my name from my early sponsors, who were mainly manufacturers of detergents. Ernie?
Soap opera.
Soap opera is exactly the correct answer. In the 4 zone, takes you to 6. It means, Bob, you're playing catch-up. The subject is sport. There's a clue for you on the screen. Bob,
Play.
You'll play on sport. You have control. Let me just remind you, you're on 5, you need 9. Ernie's on 6. Sport the subject. The time starts now. My competitions date back thousands of years to ancient Egypt. In Europe, I developed in the 15th century when schools to teach me became popular. Italian masters spread my skills, and I am one of the original sports included in the modern Olympics. 2 players face each other and use weapons. Bob.
Fencing.
Fencing is the correct answer. Well played. In the 2 zone, takes you to 7. This could be vital. It means, Ernie, you're playing catch-up. The subject is scientists. The clue is on the screen. You're on 6 to his 7. Will you play or pass?
I'll play.
You'll play on 6. I thought you might. Good luck to you, and indeed to Bob. Scientist, the subject. The time starts now. I am a German physicist born in 1686. I discovered that the boiling and freezing points of water depend upon atmospheric pressure. I invented the alcohol thermometer and also introduced the temperature scale, which takes the freezing point of water as 32 degrees. It has been widely used in English-speaking countries. Ernie.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit is the correct answer in the 2 zone, takes you to 8. Takes you to 8, which means, Bob, you're playing catch-up. And this time, the category is pop music. And there's an extra clue for you watching at home. On pop music, Bob, will you play or pass?
I'll play.
You will play on pop music. You have 7 points to Ernie's 8. You have control of the game in the 4 zone. And time on pop music starts now. I am a world-famous singer. I started my career singing with a group. An early solo success was the song Ben. But not until Bob?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson is the correct answer. Very well done. Well done. You got the pop music one. OK. Ernie, hard luck. Hard luck. Well, very, very well played indeed to Bob Duff from Scotland. Yes, and the crowd go wild because, of course, he picked the 50s earlier on. He's obviously a pop music man, and now we got Michael Jackson. Bob, it means that you're not only today's winner, you're into our heat final later on this week, and you have this lovely memento of your achievement here, exclusive to winning contestants and going for gold. Ernie Grab from Switzerland. A great game. It was as good as watching a good one at Wimbledon. Ernie, we'll see you again tomorrow. We'll see you again tomorrow. We'll all be here going for gold. I hope you'll join us. Bye-bye. Good boy. Well done. Well